Good evening, welcome back to Near Post Flick On. What a masterclass of a performance from the one and only Marcus Rashford. Of course, now wearing a Barcelona shirt. He put in an absolutely amazing performance. You probably won't get a better performance from a player. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating just a tad. I'm exaggerating just a tad, but let's be honest. Marcus Rashford definitely put in a performance. He put in a shift today. And, from the offset, he was unplayable. From the offset, he was absolutely unplayable. And Barcelona have gotten the victory against Newcastle. Barcelona won the game 2-1 in the Champions League. First game for both clubs. So Barcelona are going to be a very strong side in this competition this year, and they definitely will go far. Mind you, this is a Barcelona side without Lamine Yamal, and Marcus Rashford is definitely putting in a shift, and he looks like a player reborn. And I said it before. I said, the minute he goes over to Barcelona, this guy is going to dominate. As long as he focuses on football and has his mind clear and his mind on the game, Marcus Rashford, will turn the clocks back and you get a fantastic performance from him. And he put in a shift today. He put in a man of the match performance today. Banged in two quality goals, um, and he was unplayable from the word go. He was unplayable from the word go, and this bodes well for Barcelona, and it bodes well for Marcus Rashford himself. I mean, to be fair to Newcastle, they did play well in the first half and created some great chances, but that's the thing. If you create chances, but you do not take your chances against teams like Barcelona, you will get punished, and that's what happened to Newcastle. They are guilty of missing some sitters. I think Harvey Barnes missed an absolute sitter in the first half. Literally, all he had to do was just tap it in, but he missed it, and that's what happens. You see, if you don't take your chances, it comes back to haunt you, and that's what's happened to them. Albeit Anthony Gordon got a goal, in the second half, but by then the damage was already done. Newcastle played well to their credit. I don't think Barcelona totally dominated them. Newcastle were all over them in the first half, and Newcastle played with purpose. And this is a Newcastle side without Isak, mind you. So I don't think all is lost for Newcastle. I think they definitely will um, give a good account of themselves this year in the Champions League. I don't think they're going to be the whipping boys of the competition. Far from it. They're a good side, and they've got some really, really good players there. But you will get punished in football if you do not take your chances. They created chances, but they didn't take their chances. Barcelona, on the other hand, they took their chances when it came. And my word, what a performance from one and only Marcus Rashford. What an absolute performance from Marcus Rashford. And you know what? He's gonna be very important for Barcelona this season. Marcus Rashford is gonna be very, very important for Barcelona, based on that performance. And of course, I've seen a couple of other games that he's played this season, and he definitely looks like he's focused. And do you know what? That's going to help England if he does get selected for the World Cup. Based on this performance, I'm saying definitely select him, get him on the bus to the World Cup, and he will turn on the stars. And he's playing again. He's playing again with some quality players. And I'm sure these players are bringing the best out of him. So Marcus Rashford is a man on form. He got the Man of the Match award today. He scored a great header, and he scored a peach, an absolute peach of a strike of a goal. So, get him on that plane to the World Cup. Get him on that plane to the World Cup too. Get him on that plane to the World Cup because he's on fire at the moment. And hopefully he can stay injury free and he can just be consistent between now and next year summer when the World Cup comes around, because England are going to need that type of caliber, that type of player. So, congratulations to Barcelona. All is not lost for Newcastle. I think Newcastle just need to just brush up on their finishing. You need to just take your chances. It's not over for Newcastle. Newcastle are a good team. They just need to brush up on their chances. They created a lot of chances in the first half, but they just didn't take it. They just got to take the positive from this game and then push on to the next game and see how that goes. Oh, and it was great to see Faustino Asprilla in the crowd as well. If anybody remembers Asprilla from the 90s, played for Newcastle, what an absolute legend. It was great to see him in the crowd, rolling back the years. Faustino Asprilla. Check out some of his goals actually in the Champions League. Yeah, what a player. What a player. Anyway, enough from me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.